Hey, we're gonna make this trip to Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
They had barbershops, the Red Wing Hotel, Smitherman's Hotel, OG Girling's hotels and rooming, garages, real estate offices, you name it, we had it. Pool halls, apartments, just continued. All those businesses went down in smoke.
So that's what that is. We got to keep peeling back the layers, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
The more layers we peel back, the smaller the problem gets.
Wow.
Wall Street, we don't just look at it as a couple of black people who had a couple of successful businesses. We had a group of entrepreneurs that had a resilience that withstood time. Even though they burned down every one of those businesses that were so successful, the resilience of the people was so strong that they rebuilt Greenwood better than it ever was. That's the part of the story people forget to tell about.
Willie Sales.
Okay.
Cheese Barbershop, 120 North Greenwood. When I moved into Tulsa in '63, there were black business from Archer to Pine, about a mile and a half on each side of the street.
Yeah, this is one of Jay's. We've been in business since 1974. This is the next generation. I'm the second generation, my daughter's the third generation. Of course, they're not here, they're in Dallas on spring breaks. So that's why they're not working, but we've been here for about 5 months now. And our address is 111 North Greenwood Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74120. Come see us.
How many know who John Hope Franklin was before I go any further? No one knows who? Okay, who learned about slavery in school? You remember what book you used? From Slavery to Freedom. He wrote that book. Mr. Franklin himself, words are one thing that really settled that there were bombs dropping fire liquids on the homes. Because he himself said, my goodness, they are actually dropping fire bombs on us. And his statement solidified the fact that there were actually airplanes. Because some of our writers like Scott Ellsworth, Death of the Promised Land, he says there weren't any bombs. When we look at him, it gives us hope. That's why we did it this way. It's hope. When you come into go into the reconciliation part of the park, you leave hope. When you come out of our park, you leave hope. Because we didn't stay in 1921. We are continually progressing every day as a community and as a people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So when we get to Reconciliation Tower, you'll see what we're talking about. Where did they get the wealth?
To start.
Okay, when Mr. Gurley came to Tulsa back in 1889, the land run, he was already a wealthy man. His grandfather had given him tons of land. And so he had money when he came. He bought up the Greenwood area, 40 square blocks, and it was only for African American people. And then you must realize also history and the timing in history. It was segregated. And African American people could not go across the street and buy a dress here. They had to buy all their dresses here. However, they could come across the street and buy the African American community. So not only did African Americans, did their dollars stay in their community, but the dollars coming from outside of the district also came into it. And so as the dollar, we all know that. If we could keep the dollar in the African American
Right.
community today, we wouldn't be having the problems that we had. We'd have our own business, we'd have all that stuff. But we don't have that. We
What
don't
would be your
have.
recommendation if, on camera for that to turn around in your mind?
In my mind, it would be that each individual African American person learn who they are, learn how to love and deal with themselves. And once they can deal with themselves, they'll be able to deal with fellow black brothers and sisters to support one another.
The system today is to take the black out of it and put the minority part in there. They want to replace black with minority. If you are a foundation or a nonprofit or a business or whatever that is considered to be a black-owned business, they want you to take the black out of your business and put you in a category with everybody else and make you a minority, which in my category and in Dr. Claude Anderson's category, minority means loser.
But what we have to do, let's look at the etymology of the word itself, okay? The word says minority, meaning minor. A minor is one that's 17 and under and cannot make grown-up decisions for themselves. So when you consider yourself a minority, you're actually giving them permission to treat you like a minor. So with the awareness, by you witnessing the awareness that's getting out there, do you feel within your own self the progress of the people? You know, like when we leave here, our objective was to come and get the actual feel of it, to touch it. You understand? To walk on the sacred ground and take that spirit back with us and spread that spirit up among other people. Do you feel that same way when people from Chicago or all over the world, maybe that you said, do you feel that way once they get in their cars and depart? Do you feel that they going to take that same spirit?
I believe they take something away from Tulsa. You can't walk on sacred ground like the 1921 Tulsa race riot ground. We're actually sitting on someone's business right now, or somebody might have died over here. You can't really realize that. Walk on that ground, inherit that story in your spirit, and leave without it. When I do this hands up thing for a purpose, if they don't remember anything else, even the little kindergartners, they're gonna remember this crazy woman had my hands up and it was hot outside. She wouldn't let me put my hands down, and you'll remember Black Wall Street when you do that. My goal is to make sure when you leave here, there's a piece of Black Wall Street that goes with you. And then it's up to you to tell the story to the next person. See, that's what it's about. It's not just about educating the people that come. It's about the people who come. Educate them so that they can educate someone else. Okay?
Jedi.